Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 5th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning with very little sleep throughout the night. Dogs were just kind of up, off and on, fireworks going till all hours. Just, yeah, it's kind of crazy. You wouldn't expect on a Tuesday to have that late of fireworks, but we do, so. Yeah, went ahead, got that done though. Got up, got the dogs out, got them all cared for. I ended up with a pretty limited array of dogs today because I turned down a bunch of last minute new dogs that I wasn't willing to upset the pack to try and deal with a new dog I've never met, and then deal with fireworks and all that kind of stuff. On top of it, just becomes a giant big issue that was not willing to risk it. So left a bunch of money on the table, but don't care. It was a much more pleasant time, and the dogs had less stress, and it all works out. And hopefully everybody else that didn't book me this year will realize that, and maybe next year need to try a little earlier to schedule some stuff, and maybe even have their dog watched beforehand so it all works out well. So how are you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Better than I deserve. But I got up, got the dogs out, got them all fed and cared for. My wife seemed to not be upset that she was going to work, even though she didn't know she was going to work. Last night when she went to bed, she forgot that she had to work the next day. So, but she got up, got off to work, no issues there at all. Pretty much just hung around with the dogs, had a few things to get done. Ended up trying to figure out exactly what air conditioning kit and what brake kit I'm getting my Bourbon, putting on all new disc brakes around it. I shouldn't say I'm doing it. I'm hiring somebody to do it because I don't have a shop, and I really don't feel like climbing around in the dirt to do that in the yard. And if I put it in my garage, then I gotta have my vet sit outside the whole time. That seems like a waste of time and energy. And even that, even just working in the garage with my other dogs and stuff, they have to keep the door closed. The dogs can be out there with me, which means I'm gonna die of heat exhaustion there. Or I have to keep running back and forth. And because there's no door from my garage to the yard, it becomes a giant pain in the butt. I'm gonna be tracking garage dirt and grease and stuff throughout my house to go checking the dogs multiple times a day, and it's gonna really delay the process. So I ended up finding a mechanic that's willing to do the work for me, and we're gonna trade out for a 2-post lift. So I'm buying him a lift. He's going to do the work for the air conditioning and the brakes, and then he gets to keep the lift. So hate to do that. It's the first time since I've moved here I've had to hire a mechanic to do anything. Everything else I've had to repair in the 7-8 years I've been here in Florida has all been done by me. And I don't know, it's something I was kind of proud of, especially as old the vehicles I drive and all the random maintenance that stuff needs. And I was able to stay on top of it and get it all done. But this one is just too long of a project to do. And had I had my shop, I would have had zero problems doing it, because I would have just bought the lift for myself and get the brakes myself and all that. But yeah, it is what it is. So went ahead and said to hell with it and turned it over to somebody else. So now I was gonna wait the 4 to 6 weeks for the parts to get here, which is, I never dreamt it'd take that long to get stuff, but it takes a while, I guess. So yeah, that is what it is. I was waiting here for my wife if she can get me a discount on Vintage Air through her work, and also on a lift, because if I can save a few bucks, I'm going to do that. But if not, I'm just gonna order the stuff and say to hell with it and don't care. So it is what it is there. But yeah, hung out with the dogs for a while today. Nothing really major going on with the whole deal. It's just kind of everybody getting along. Gave back one of the dogs, got picked back up. They were gonna pick it up. She actually had reached out and asked if her boyfriend, pick it up, time frame and stuff. And she was staying over for work. I'm like, yeah, not a problem. So then I reached back out to her a little bit later. I'm like, if it's not gonna be like, I don't care if it's super late, if it's making him drive a long ways over, because when she works over on the coast, that she brings the dog over to me, and instead of making him drive all the way over, and she goes, actually, I was just getting ready to reach out. Work got wrapped up early, so I'm actually going to pick him up himself. I'm like, okay, cool. So I would have had zero problems watching the dog a few more hours, because instead of getting picked up at like 5, I got picked up like 8. Who cares? The dog gets along real well here. Aside from feeding, the dog is super aggro when it comes to food. Aside from that, the dog is super easy to care for. So really not a problem there at all. So went ahead, hung out there though. She get the dog back. Went for my run. Got my run in, got my miles in. No real issue except my foot's just killing me. I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow to basically see the people, and then I guess I have to see the chiropractor appointment, see the laser people they have a laser machine. The lady comes in and runs it that basically supposedly targets the, I don't know, supposedly fixes stuff with laser. I have no idea if it works or not, who knows, but we'll see what it is. Sounds a little hooky to me, but my foot's getting bad enough that if I don't get something figured out, I'm gonna have to have surgery on it, and I'm willing to try hooky to avoid surgery if at all possible. But I was just feeling pretty crappy today. Everything was just, my body was hurting quite a bit, so I reached out midday and asked my wife if there's anything else you need me to do, you need me to go anywhere or drive anywhere kind of thing, and she's like, no. I said, 'cause I plan on having a few drinks. My body's just super sore and super tired, and just, I use alcohol instead of pain pills for the most part, randomly at times when I do that. So I end up with a few shots mixed into a couple mixed drinks, and was feeling a little better, kind of loosened up some muscles and stuff. And then, I don't know, she got home late-ish from work. We had dinner, watched some Seinfeld, then headed back out and had a couple more drinks, and basically got myself able to let my body kind of relax. Especially now I have a hot tub, waiting for the roof to get done so I can get the hot tub installed, and reached out to the guy that's doing my roof and asked him, hey, when can we get this? Are we having an update on schedule time and whatnot? And he said they didn't, and then he said something about needing to pick up a deposit. And I said, no problem, just swing by, pick up, I'm paying cash, so I can't really wire it to him. So he said he'd let me know, he'd be in town tomorrow or the next day, and we can get it picked up and get going on that stuff. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know, I just, as soon as I get my roof done, I think I'm gonna hot tub put in, all that good fun stuff. Reached out to somebody to level the ground for me to save me the labor of doing that myself when it comes to put my wife's pool in. So hopefully I'll get here back from them and it won't be an outrageous quote. I can get the pool spot leveled, and the pool's supposed to be here on the 12th. Her birthday's on the 11th, and that sucks because hoping to have her able to be able to swim on her birthday, but life happens and it is what it is. So it's not like a 6-year-old where you have to like give them the gift on their birthday. I'll just give her the gift a day late, or possibly a week late by the time it gets all set up and filtered and going. So, but we'll see what it is and how it all goes. I got more parts ordered, some like an overflow filter for it, some other stuff that has to be installed anyway. So it's going to be a little more than just pulling it out of the box and setting it up, filling it with water and swimming in it. It's going to take a bit, but we'll get it up, we'll get it going. And I'll also go buy some more fencing to block off the dogs in that part of the yard, so I don't have to worry about that, so the dogs aren't over there when I'm working on the pool, and also when I'm in the pool, and I don't want them over there scratching at the pool and stuff. So I'm going to basically start with, I'm going to run just a cattywampus fence over there with a gate in it, and then as time goes on, I'll actually build a true fence around the actual pool itself. It's a little closer. Probably put a little deck up on there, maybe even. Haven't decided exactly yet, but we'll figure it out and go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hung out in the evening. Had a nice little mango, which first time I've ever eaten a mango, just eating a mango out of like an avocado. I just cut it in half, pulled the pit out, and then ate it with a spoon. It was kind of cool. It's kind of like you did a grapefruit, I guess. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. I've had mango in a lot of stuff. I never just ate a mango, so it tasted pretty good. I need to try to eat more fruit, keep myself a little on the healthier side, and I need to find some more antioxidant, some more, basically get rid of some inflammation in my body and all that good fun stuff. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.